Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. In this video, I want to first say we just hit 34,000 subscribers, and I'm giving away 5 free gold passes. We've already started the 1 giveaway in my previous video. Now this is going to be the 2nd gold pass we're going to be giving away. All you got to do is be subscribed, like this video, drop 1 comment to get 1 entry, and that's it. Max of 1 entry, all the rules in the pinned comment and description of the video. Today's video, we're going into a Root Rider army with the Fireball. This army was used a lot by Vatic Gaming, especially Kingsmen, so shout out to them. They were doing great in the World Qualifiers for April. It was spectacular. It's diabolical seeing how many epic pieces of equipment are being used, and I truly do feel bad for that. But actually, you can change one out. You can use the Hog Puppet here, so you don't need the Rocket Spear. That's totally fine. Other than that, the other ones aren't required either. You can actually have the Healer Puppet here too. That's totally fine. You can sub that out as well, but I'm going to show off 2 different things. First replay is everything that works well. Second one is a replay where everything kind of went wrong. So I'll show you both those. As you probably noticed, the army doesn't have a poison spell. So the main target for the Fireball, that's a dead giveaway, is the CC. I have a level 5 Sneezy on my Queen, by the way. That's not 100% required. If you have it, great. If not, it's totally fine. You can switch it out for the Unicorn. Heck, you can even have the Phoenix on the Queen. One thing I did want to say, though, is the Warden Walk. Yes, you're charging into the base with the Angry Jelly. If you feel like you lose your Warden way too much, use the Unicorn. I am actually going to make a dedicated video on how to not lose your Warden in Warden charges with the Angry Jelly or with the Unicorn, and I'll give you some special tips. That video will be coming out soon. So, what I want is to Fireball out the CC. Realistically, you could choose any point of the base, but why would we choose place like 6 o'clock? We're going to run right in toward a single target Inferno, double invis. That's a problem. So that's totally out. We don't want to enter from there. Could you enter in from 3 o'clock? Yes, you could. Would it be a little bit harder to land your Fireball near the CC? Yes, it would. You would kind of have to land on the Swizzer Tower. So that kind of crosses that off. How about 12 o'clock? I would argue 12 o'clock is a little bit better. I feel like it's a tad bit difficult to get all the way towards the CC. So that leaves one more option, which is 9 o'clock, and that's the one I decided to go for. So I'm going to get my Warden in here at the Multi-Archer Tower. You have 6 invisibilities. You can cut that down to 4 and add in a Rage spell, but I feel like it helps for stuff like this. There's a Royal Champion right there, and I don't want my Warden to go down right away, so I'm okay investing 2 invisibilities early. Heck, you could have used a free spell, that's totally fine. I decided to go with the invisibilities. At this point, I'm just going to let my Warden work. You kind of, as a rule of thumb, want to launch your Fireball once the Angry Jelly effect is off, which takes 25 seconds. So make note of that. You can sometimes rush an early Fireball, but for this strategy, I feel like you shouldn't, and it works better this way. You see the Fire Spitter just locking on your Warden, it's too much damage, you can start with the Fireballs early. And I want to explain something. Why did I make this Expo and Fire Spitter invis? Why didn't I just land on the Expo? You totally could have, but this Builder Hut here actually provides more value. Watch this. It's going to land, and you're actually going to end up taking out that bottom side Expo right there, which is huge, and you set off the invisibility tower. Now, you're going to lure away your Warden with the Ice Golem. That wasn't supposed to be minions. That was supposed to be Root Riders. And you're going to get your Queen, Royal Champion, all here. 2 Druids, Troop Thrower as well. The King, I like to have walk towards the outside, but you can change things up. You have a super wall breaker whenever you need if you want to break them in. For example, you see this ricochet cannon here? I was too slow on distracting with the skeleton spell, so I get a super wall breaker for the King to join up. I love the Royal Champion with the Hog Puppet. I wanted to show that off because the Rocket Spear was just way too many epic pieces of equipment. This attack is the one that I'm talking about. That just everything was amazing. And I love the Super Giants in the Troop Launcher. It adds that additional DP. They've got solid damage, but they've got the health, and that's what you want. You want to have that tanking available. King's on the outside doing his thing. You can pop his ability at any point. But where do you overgrowth at this point? Well, I have double invis by the Town Hall. I want to kind of invis this back one with the Multi-Gear Tower and the Inferno. That, I know I can already deal with what's left. I pop my King ability, pop my Royal Champion ability at this point, and look how many troops I have up. That Giant's tearing things up. Those Super Giants are helping out. The Queens, Magic Mirror. It's ridiculous how much troops you actually have left over, and the base is completely smashed. It doesn't even stand a chance to defend itself. Invisibility towers actually get annihilated. But now I'm gonna go into a Legends League attack that I did that went horribly wrong, and look how I adjusted. Okay, this base is very, very common, and you see it all the time. And you're probably like, well, Aki, can't I just fireball this CC out right away? You totally could. But remember, you have the Angry Jelly effect, so your warden's going to run into that fireball and just get nuked. So it's not worth it. So you can kind of lead up and build towards it. So what are your two options where to enter from? Well, 3 o'clock at this ricochet cannon would be fine, or 12 o'clock at that opposite side ricochet cannon. Any of those two options are great. I decided to go for the 3 o'clock version. So in my mind, I was jolly. I was happy. I was feeling good about myself. I was like, you know what, Aki, you've been doing good on friendly challenges. You're going to cook in Legends League. Well, look what I decide to do. So I get my invisibility down right away because I know that Ricochet Cannon is going to do too much damage. I didn't want to tank with the Skeleton spell because I like using that with the Root Riders. And at this point, I'm running into rewards of Minion Prince too. So I'm like, okay, I'll support with a Headhunter. No problem. And now, one thing I failed to realize is that Headhunter lured out a Headhunter from the enemy CC, which I actually did not see. And at this point, I start setting up my invisibilities, which, okay, everything's going good. Launch a fireball, perfect, done. And I look back and I'm like, oh my god, my warden's dead. So at this point, you can pause, and you know what's going through my mind? I'm like, oh my god, I lost my warden. That usually spells doom for an attack, and it usually does. But I took the time to collect myself. I'm like, okay, I don't want to waste these healers, so what should I do? Well, I'll get my queen down while that headhunter was locked onto towards the healers. Now, at this point, I wanted to actually funnel my queen down towards the bottom side, but I put all those super barbs there to do that, but it was a little bit too late, so my queen's going to go up there. I'm like, you know what? That's okay. I can start with my Root Riders now at the Wizard Tower, get them in. Queen's going to fall, and those healers are going to stay safe. The boogers help out, take out some traps, get the thrower down. King to walk around at kind of 10 o'clock down to 9, 8, 7 o'clock, and to stay out of the base. I am going to give him a super wall breaker kind of at this multi-archer tower here because I saw the enemy RC. Now at this point, I don't have the rage gem to help me out with some extra healing, so I got to be really careful about this rage. But look what I decided to do. I wanted to put down a rage, but I by accidentally fat fingered and put down an overgrowth. A complete waste, so that's a second big mistake. We lost our warden and we just fat fingered an important spell that I could have used on the back end to slow some damage down. Yes, we have the event troops that helps us out, but with those two big mistakes, it doesn't matter how strong the event troops are. Those are key mistakes. But even still, we cook. And this time the World Champion did have the Rocket Spear. This was just a change I forgot to make, but it's totally fine. It allowed me to show off two versions. One with the Hog Puppet in the first replay, and this one with the Rocket Spear. Both work extremely well. I'm going to go 4 times speed through the rest of this. But even with those mistakes, we still end up with a 3-star, which is ridiculous to me. And I can't believe it. The 3 Yetis from the CC come out and they end up finishing this off for us, and we get a fat 3-star. Now, let's go do some attacks in Legends. Okay, because the other version has just so many epic pieces of equipment, I changed some stuff around for this attack. We're going to try King, Earthquake with its Spiky Ball, Queen, Healer Puppet, Magic Mirror, Warden staying the same, Royal Champion, Electro Boots with a Hog Puppet. I feel like this will give more of a chance for you guys to believe that you can actually use the strategy. But, oh my god, this is, I guess, is okay, whatever. But remember, we're going for the CC, and one thing I like to do, and I guess I could show it off on a base like this, is start far away to set like kind of like a mini funnel, and then we can kind of head in and do some more damage. I'm going to use an invisibility here if we need it, especially because the king is going to try doing some harm to us, but it's okay actually. I think we're fine. I'm going to get in a minion soon for cleanup. That's what I like. But the reason for this is I'm going for the CC, but I actually want to get something out of my warden charge here and have it head in. I'm going to get minions down for cleanup automatically. And then we can use just the massive amount of invisibilities we have. Here we're locked onto a single target inferno. No problem. Freeze it. And then I can actually provide a rage here too if you're seeing that there's too much damage. I have another freeze, or you could use your invisibilities to help you out. Oh god, I made the inferno invis. That was a complete mistake. That's my bad. But it should be activated here, and we should be able to take it down. And then I'm actually going to start lining up my fireballs like this. Boom. Fireball in that core, and we should be good to go. Oh, I didn't get the CC, which is fine, I guess. So let's go Ice Golem, Root Riders, Valk Apprentice Warden. I'm going to go 2 Loons. I'm going to get my Queen in here and my Royal Champion. And then on the outside, we're going to send our King with the super wall breaker to maybe join up a little bit later. Let's go Headhunters, Druid, put our troop thrower in there, and King should be able to walk down this way. Hopefully majority of the army stays in towards the core of the base. You can use an overgrowth whenever you want. it doesn't really matter. You're just going to try to avoid some damage. So I'm going to actually do the monolith, and then we can heal up, freeze the scatter shot. Honestly, at this point, we are good to go. We're just watching. And yes, I agree. This base sucks. So I will do the same attack with these equipment again with a different one. I'm going to pop the king ability here, take care of that single target inferno. Boom, down that goes. Look how many root riders are in the core of the base. And that troop thrower is still sending over super giants. And I really like the super giants. I actually had some clanmates asking me about that. They're like, do you like it? I think it adds additional tanking, and they can even get rid of spring traps like those ones you just saw, which is, you know what, not bad. We take that. I'm going to pop the queen, world champion ability, and let's play cleanup here. But 45 seconds left, and this base is done for. Hopefully for the next attack we find a better base. But, you know, sadly, this is just what you expect. I'm maybe going to move this recording into day 2 and see if I can find some better bases because, yeah, this is obviously not good. But I will see you guys in the next attack. Then also, feel free to make tweaks to this army. You can add or subtract, probably subtract, the invisibility amount. So you're totally good to do that. And now here for a base like this, a fireball at the CC is spectacular. So which is our best way? We want to stay away from the heroes kind of, but we realistically can't. So at this corner is fine. Let's go like this, get our healers in. I like to start with the minions for cleanup right away. And I don't think we're going to have to do too many invisibilities here, but I might need to use some on my warden just to keep him alive. Actually, you know what? He might be fine. You know what? I'm going to go first invisibility here. Main reason for that is I don't want the king acting silly. So I'm going to use another one there. Once he takes care of that, I have to probably send in 2 headhunters. And let's get a freeze on the king so he doesn't just shaft my warden. But hopefully this can be taken down. If I want, I could probably invest a rage because I can't obviously lose my warden. That is a nightmare on Elm Street. So we're going to go like this. We didn't even get... Oh, we didn't kill the CC. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to have him fight off these ice golems for now. If he can take care of those, then we could start with the root riders. But you know what? Our funnel was at least set, which I guess was nice. I'm going to send in a wizard, stuff like this. And then I'm going to start going with my root riders to lure them because I do want to lure them away. Ice Sound, Apprentice Warden, Loons. Let's go King, Queen. All in one direction this time. I'm just going to build up a very massive push. And I'm okay sending them in towards here. I'm going to funnel the outside with the super barbs. And then this overgrowth. I don't know. Do I want to take care of both those ricochet cannons, or should I just clear, like, maybe take out one of them? Yeah, we'll take out one so we can deal with this one front on. I'm going to freeze the town hall before it pops off. And then, you know what? Depending on where my king is, one thing I'd like to do is pop my queen ability right in the core, just get ample healing going on. And then my roll champion's doing great on the outside. I'm going to provide a super wall breaker. No, I don't even think we need one. It's not going to do anything. World champion at the core, sending a headhunter in here, archer. Look at that troop thrower, just launching in some extra defense for us, or extra tanking, I should say. World champion's going to run in front of the ricochet cannon. Hopefully she could have taken down that ricochet cannon for us. My king's on the outside, which is a little bit unfortunate, because I do want him in the core of the base with the queens. But there's lots of root riders still left. I just don't want to lose my warden, but I think he will go down because that ricochet cannon's locked onto him. Sadly, very unfortunate. Oh, but he survives. That's great. Oh my gosh. Now we're totally fine because our queen's going to be able to cook here. King ability is definitely going to be needed, especially seeing how much time is left. But there, he finally joins up where I needed him. And at this point, I'm going to pop his ability. Spiky Ball's going to go nuts. And we've got the cleanup. Look at the destruction in terms of how many troops we still have left. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I love this army. It's ridiculous. Even with the less expensive equipment, still works great. This one took a little bit longer because my warden charge was kind of ridiculous and I started letting it fight ice golems. But let me know what you guys thought about this video, and if you enjoyed it, if you want to see more of it, please do let me know. I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, 34,000 subscriber giveaway is open. We're giving away 1 gold pass. All you got to do is be subscribed, like this video, drop 1 comment to get 1 entry. That's it. Max 1 entry. All the rules in the pinned comment and description of the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.